Live. We Marcy and I have no producer behind the scenes today, so that's what
It's Jen's
happens.
fault. You're right.
It's Jen's fault. And maybe it's because we're too cozy. We
Damn
want to
you,
go back in
Jen.
bed with what
Oh,
we're
I
wearing
know I
today.
do.
But sorry for a little bit of a delay there, but we are here for Grommet Live. It's Friday, February 2nd. It's already February. And
Oh my
what's
gosh.
crazy is Marcy and I are actually not wearing ski and snowboard suits right now. This is something special we'll be talking about in our first product today. But first, Marcy, you're back home from the PGA show and you're back in your studio. What's going on with you? How are you doing this week?
Oh, I've been under the weather this week. So today's my first day like back in the office because I've been I don't know, I think all the traveling wore me down. You can hear I have a little bit of stuffy nose, but thankfully, thanks to one of our products that I have here, I'm feeling a little better this morning. So you're going to be hearing about that. But I'm happy to be back, but I did have a couple down days. How about you?
I'm about in the same boat and didn't mean to kick that on. Is that I was feeling a little rundown after last week's Grommet Live, but now we are back. I just did the recap from January in Grommet, and we launched 79 products
Oh my
in the month of January to start the new year. We just launched 20 yesterday. We have 7 incredible products for you guys today. The momentum just doesn't stop, and I am so excited. And I'm going to bring up that screen that I didn't mean to bring up. Now I'm going to bring it up. This is all the new products that just launched on Grommet yesterday. We have 7 of them that we're going to be talking about here today. And look at these, Marcy. Already, we were just talking about this. There are 2 pins in the number 1 and number 2 spot, the magnet button pin and the Gray Muse. We'll be talking about Gray Muse later today. Both of them over 200 upvotes in about 24 hours, which is so cool. And congratulations to you guys and so many other amazing products that we'll be going through here. And remember, if you want to support any of these makers, the number 1 thing you could do, well, you could buy the product, right? Buy their product, use it, and hopefully your life gets a little bit better. But number 2, just head on into Grommet. You can go right here from the new feed, click this upvote button. That's going to give them an upvote, and it's going to help push them higher on the trending feed. And I hear all the time from brands who hit the trending feed who are just like, oh my gosh, I'm getting so many more sales, so many more upvotes, and just it has been incredible. So support these makers, help them out by giving them an upvote, and we will have a whole bunch of fun with that today. The last thing, last bit of news that we want to share before we jump into this, Marcy's favorite part of the show, and let me bring up that little QR code. I'm going to put this up right here. Is this the one? Boom. Marcy, tell everybody about the giveaways.
Yes. Well, before I do that, I want to say I'm so happy. I love when we have our makers and our inventors inside the chat, and that is definitely happening today. So I want to give a big shout out and a hello to the Gray Muse. I'm so happy you are here. And also we've got Say So on, and this is the second time featuring Say So. I told Greg, because the first time we featured you guys, Say So, Greg was not with me because it was a women inventors show. So this is a women invented product. But I'm so obsessed with Say So that I wanted to have you guys back, and we're featuring a different version of Say So. And I know many of you don't know what that is, so I'm going to keep you in suspense, and we're going to talk about that in a bit. But thank you guys for being here. And all our other guests that are on inside the chat, say hello to our makers, say hello to each other. Let us know where you're chiming in from, because that's always fun to see people all over the country. And Greg asked me about the giveaway. You guys know I love the giveaways, and we do 2 of them in every show. We do one at the halfway mark, and I think today, Greg, you get to do the halfway mark. So whatever Greg feels like is his favorite product of the show, he is going to give away to one of you. So all you have to do, as Greg said, is hit that QR code to enter. And then we started a couple weeks ago giving you guys a second chance to enter. All you have to do is chime in the chat, say hello, say, give me another giveaway entry, something about a giveaway, so we know that you want a second entry. And when you do that, you will get a second entry, so your odds double. So we're going to give one away at the halfway mark, and then I'm going to announce my favorite product of the show and give that one away at the very end. So you definitely want to stay tuned for that. So lots of great stuff happening in the chat, and I'm excited to get going because there's so many good ones, and we have a lot of them.
We have a lot of them, 7 of them, and we are wearing the first product that we were going to talk about today. And it's crazy because it is not freezing where I am. I'm in Florida. It's 80 something degrees, and it looks like I'm wearing a snowsuit. It looks like Marcy is wearing a snowsuit and is bundled. But this is a product at Marcy. When you and I both saw this on the calendar, we were like, we got to get these guys on Grommet Live. We pushed them hard to make sure that they could get their products here for the live show. And this is a product called Silk Bag, and it is a wearable sleeping bag. Now, you might be like, what in the heck is a wearable sleeping bag? And I can say that last night I got this in the mail. I put it on, and immediately just had a cuddle party with the kids on the couch, because this is the most comfortable thing I think I have ever slept in. And it is so comfortable. Underneath right now, I'm actually wearing a hooded sweatshirt and I'm wearing jeans. And I haven't had one drip of sweat come out of my body anywhere, because it's temperature controlled. It does some really cool stuff. You can see I have a really cool, a dark gray, almost black and red. Marcy, yours is a little bit of a blue with an orange kind of zipper there. But this thing, when you sent me the picture of you wearing it, I had to put this on immediately. Why don't you tell everybody a little bit about the Silk Bag and some of your first impressions putting this on?
It is the coolest thing ever. I mean, yes, it is basically you are wearing a sleeping bag. But Greg, I love what you just said about not sweating, because I didn't realize that that's why I wasn't sweating, because it's temperature regulated. I thought it was because I wasn't feeling good. And so maybe my temperature was saving me from sweating. I don't know. But what it's made of is actually synthetic. And what I love about this company, everything in the Silk Bag is recyclable. So the company is all about sustainability, but at the same time, the fill inside of it almost identically mimics down. So even though it's synthetic, you would have no idea that it's not down. It has all of the great qualities of down, like the water resistance, the compressionability of it, the warmth of it, the lightweight, how light it is. I mean, this is feather light. It's amazing. And I joked with Greg this morning. I sent him a picture of my dog Coco, because Coco somehow found my Silk Bag and she got on top of it and would not get off of it. It is so cozy. And then I showed it to my son Jack, who is in college, and I thought the college kids are going to eat this up. And at first he was like, well, I don't know, when would you ever use that? And I said, Jack, are you kidding me? I could think of, to me, this is an all the time thing. This is something I would wear to the movie theater. This is something we go down to the beach sometimes at night and we do the s'mores and all of that. And I'm always freezing. I would love to have this on when I'm down there. This is my cold, cozy mornings around the house. Just being able to pop this on. It's like having the most comfy blanket, but you don't have to fumble with it. You don't have to hold it on you. It just stays on you wherever you are. You can use the hood or not. It's got this great feature at the hands where you can actually close your hands inside of it, as you're seeing right there. It's just so easy to do, and then you've got full use of your hands. It has booties on it, which I'm going to try to show you right here if I can. I don't know if you can see them, but these zipper off, so they unzipper. So you can either have the booties on or not, and they've got nylon reinforced bottoms on it, so you can actually wear shoes inside of this as well. The deepest, coziest pockets. It's machine washable. I mean, what's not to love about this Silk Bag? To me, and what a great gift for anyone, any age. I mean, anyone who wants to be cozy will absolutely love this. And who doesn't love that? Whoops. I got a little error message up there. So yes, I am in love with it. And the one that I have, Greg, I don't know if yours is the same. Mine is light. That they have different versions of it. One's the Pro, which is ultra, for the real outdoorsman. But being in California, he sent me, and probably you too, because you're in Florida, the light version. And so it's not over the top in terms of warmth.
So cool. This is and it really is an incredible product, high quality product. And the best part, as you guys are seeing, is big discount for Grommet shoppers, right? This is an incredible item. It's $149 retail. You guys know that you don't pay that. When you hit that QR code, get out your phones, open the camera app, and hit that QR code that you see on the side of the screen. It's going to take you to the page on Grommet. When you give these guys an upvote, you're going to get 20% off, bringing it to $119. I can say that this is something that I want for the whole family. I want to now plan a camping trip. I want to get us out on the beach and do a camping trip. And this is, my kids saw it yesterday and it was like the most cozy, comfortable thing of all time. And I can also say, if you're a dad, you get to do the fun thing of like scaring your kids. So this morning, my 5-year-old was sleeping and I put this on and I got right up next to his bed and I had the hood on and I looked like the mountain man and I just, rah, like it was an incredible moment. But I am a huge fan of what Silk Bag's doing and agree. And again, Marcy, you said it earlier, but all recyclable, very sustainable. These guys care about the world. They care about the environment. They are really, really stand behind their products. They've been incredible every step of the way at helping me and you understand their products. And so can't say enough good stuff about the Silk Bag team. So QR code, even if you're not ready to buy this today, give them an upvote. They've only got 35 upvotes at the time of this. We need to get them over 100 by the end of the day today. I think just like, it's one of those things, I hear it all the time, Marcy, that like, when people see you and I do the demos, they're like, oh my gosh, like I didn't know that product could do that. And I think that's what's happening here with this one. You have to see this product, you have to see it in action. And so give these guys an upvote, hit that QR code. What a way to kick off the show. I love this. What an incredible product. Too. Great job to the folks at Silk Bag. So,
and it's actually great. Real quick, I just want to say, because to me, like when you hear a wearable sleeping bag, you would think it's this ugly kind of thing. I just want to say that it's actually kind of stylish and fashionable. I mean, I would wear this to the grocery store on a cold day. I would wear this out and about. I am in love with it. So yes, big hit. And I know we've got a lot of people in the chat that are from, James is in Idaho saying, I need this so bad in Idaho. And I know we have some regular people on Grommet Live that are in Minnesota. We have someone in Alaska. I don't know if Candy's here today, but anyone in a cold climate, this is your new best friend for sure. So love it, love it, love it. I think Greg just changed out of his. Did you? You did?
I did. That's the beauty of being able to take yourself off screen. So I'm going to do that for you right now, as well as we bring in our next product. Again, Marcy got to try this one. I didn't. I've been a little under the weather, so there's going to be no tequila in my drink today. But these guys have been a hit on Grommet since they launched, and it is Say So. And today we're talking about their Paloma craft cocktail mix. Let me bring out the bag here. They're like little tea bags. This is really cool. Like, so as I talk about it here, bring it out. They are tea bags that you can put into water. And so I have a cup here. I'm going to do the live demonstration. Pretend this was water and tequila, not just water, but it's just water today. And you dip the tea bag in and you let it sit for a little bit. And you can see that it is starting to go to work, do its magic. And what a cool product this is. I love everything that they stand for. Let me bring up their page on the Grommet really quick so you guys can see this a little bit more in action.
As you're doing that, Greg, I just wanted to mention that Allison, founders of Say So, is inside the chat, and she's reminding us that it's just as good as a mocktail. In fact, when I read the reviews, many of the reviews, there's so many of them, but so many people are saying how it's just so addicting just as a mocktail, and so it's become their everyday drink. It's amazing. So I'm sorry, I interrupted you. So you've got them up there.
No, interrupt me all day. So again, some of the stuff one of the reasons we don't do a ton of food and drink on Grommet, and when we do, it's because of things like this. Non-GMO, gluten-free, it's vegan, it's kosher. Marcy talked about it earlier, women-owned. Allison is in the chat right now if you have questions about this. They have multiple different flavors, low in sugar, low calories. I mean, you could just see this thing going to work right now, and it looks absolutely delicious. I'm going to go up to some of these images here of what they have done. And the other thing, and Marcy, I don't know what flavor you did last time you were out here, but they have the skinny spicy margarita. We have the Paloma today, honey, rosemary, Moscow mule. That sounds amazing. I mean, look at these drinks. I mean, who doesn't love a sexy little drink to end your work week? It's a Friday. It's time to party. And these guys have just done an incredible job. Let me come out of this right here. I'm going to get Marcy back onto the screen. But yeah, why don't you share some of the other reasons? Like, why was it important for you to bring Say So back onto Grommet Live and share this with the Grommet viewers again?
I'm obsessed. First of all, yes, we did the spicy skinny margarita last time. I'm not just saying this. If any of you tried it since the last time I was on, it is my favorite margarita I have ever had. definitely has a kick. I love the kick to it, but it's skinny, so it's very light. It's not, one of the things I love about all of them is there's no added sugar. So it's not a really sweet cocktail mix, and just how brilliant that it is a cocktail in a bag. So it's completely portable. But I'm going to show you exactly how to make it. It's two women who are inside the chat created it. They're from Harvard, and during the pandemic, they wanted to find a better way to make those fancy craft cocktails at home without having to buy all of these different ingredients that you end up spending $100 to make one craft cocktail with all the ingredients you have to get. So instead, they have put all of those ingredients, they're all natural. Like in this one, it's things like grapefruit peel, cardamom seeds. I believe there's like crystallized lime and orange juice. Like it's amazing. You smell it. Oh my gosh, it's great if you smelled it. It's so good. So you want to wrestle the bag around a little bit just to mix everything up. And you're going to put it inside of 3 ounces of cold water, 1.5 ounces of your favorite spirit, or as Allison said inside the chat, you can just make a mocktail and not use your favorite spirit. But you do not need hot water. And you're going to put it inside of here. And I don't know if you can see it, but you can see those flavors. Yeah, I think you can. Look at that. So they're going into the water and infusing it with to die for flavors and scents. Now, I was so excited to try this one because my favorite cocktail on the planet is a Greyhound. Anyone who knows me knows that. So this is the Paloma, which is typically done with tequila. Now I'm having a mocktail this morning, but basically you're going to steep it in here for about 3 minutes, and then you're ready to go. Then you just pour it over ice, and that's your cocktail. And so being from Southern California, where we're on boats, we're at the beach, we're at the park, we're outdoors a lot, love the idea that I can just take this with me wherever I am. As long as I have cold water with me, and of course, my favorite spirit, I can make a cocktail that fast. And I'm not going to wait the full 3 minutes because I'm actually really excited to try this one. This is my first time. So, oh my gosh, how good is that?
It's so good with no tequila. I can't wait to put tequila in it. And don't think that you got to be in Southern California to enjoy one of these. People all over the country can enjoy one of these, especially it's Friday. And this is a great day to grab some say-so. Again, at Grommet, $16 is the retail price. When you go to Grommet, give them an upvote. That will take it to $12.80, which is awesome. I am real quick, Marcy. I'm going to take us both off the screen and just show you guys how simple it is. You can upvote these guys right here with this big green button, or you can scroll down and use this green button. Give them an upvote. The confetti comes onto the screen. It gets you a custom code. This code is unique to you, only for you. This is what's great about the brands is we want to support those who support us. And so they wanted to give you a 20% off coupon code. You copy it. When you click buy with discount, you go directly to their website to purchase. So you are supporting these makers directly when you purchase these products. So very, very cool stuff there. Love what they are doing. Let me pull up that QR code one more time. Hit that QR code with your camera app, take you right to their page on Grommet, give them an upvote, and start the party. I'm hoping that if you get one ordered today, you can have it for Super Bowl Sunday next weekend and enjoy.
Or Valentine's.
Ooh, Valentine's Day. This is the perfect, especially if you're cooking at home, you're doing something on that side. Great idea. Love
and
it.
Such a great, in fact, I brought this to a little event I went to recently. I brought the spicy skinny margarita. Such a great hostess gift. Everyone gets so excited because they've never seen it before. And so you break it out when you get there and you make these and people's jaws drop. They cannot believe how good they are. So super fun hostess gift to give. And I just want to mention that each bag comes with 8. Now, Allison, I'm very curious because I sometimes make 2 cocktails with 1 bag. Is that crazy that I do that? I feel like it's strong enough almost to make the 2. It's a little bit weaker with 2, but I can almost get 16 cocktails out of this. But I know typically on the package it's 8. Do you find that much, Allison? I'm just curious about that. But anyway, I can't wait to try them all. I do know, and I want to mention that the spicy skinny margarita is sold out online right now, but the Paloma, which is just as good as the spicy skinny. It just depends on what you like. That is definitely available. So go check that out. And yes, she says it just depends how strong you like the flavor. Totally customizable. And I think I did read that some of the people that are using it for mocktails, especially, are doubling it. They're making one and then making another. So you girls are absolutely brilliant. I think this is going to blow up, and I know it already has, but in such a big way. It's such a smart way to make a cocktail. So well done, ladies.
Great job. And so now, if you're going to enjoy yourself some tequila, you're going to have, a few extra cocktails on the weekend, which we all need every once in a while. I'm, no judgment zone here. As a dad, working hard, doing all kinds of stuff, Friday night comes and I need something, but I don't recover as well as I used to. And a really nice segue into our next brand. These guys came really highly recommended to us at Grommet. It is Blue Shift Nutrition. Now, just like food and drink, that we don't hardly ever promote or launch supplements on Grommet because we're all like, well, protein powder. But we thought what Blue Shift was doing was so unique that we wanted to get them on, not just on the show, but get them on Grommet as well. And so what I think is really cool about them, and I've been drinking it every morning for the past week because I haven't felt like $1,000,000, is that this night out bundle is super cool. There are 3 pieces to it. The first is, before you have your say-so, you're going to want to get what they call the pregame. This is super cool. Pregame. This is what you're going to have. Marcy, you probably want to give this to all the college kids in your son's dorm. This is what they have before you go to the bar, before you have the cocktails. And it's infused with all kinds of good stuff: antioxidants, electrolytes, liver support, ginger and chromium, promoting blood sugar balance. Like, this is going to help you digest all that alcohol and then wake up the next morning with a little less of a hangover. But then that in the morning when you get up, well, you're going to need some electrolytes. You're going to need to get some salt back into your life. You're going to need to refuel your body. And then the last piece is before you go to bed. Excuse me. They have the sleep concoction. And so it's the ultimate big night out bundle. You got the pregame before you go out. You got sleep before you go to bed. And then in the morning, you have electrolytes. And I think the coolest part, and where we really wanted to go with this, is not just the formulation, not just the quality of the ingredients, which we'll talk about, is that these guys all come in individual pods. This is so cool. So the powder is actually inside of this pod. You open it up, put it into, and it came with this nice little shaker bottle, right? Really high quality shaker bottle. Marcy's got hers there. It has a removable bottom piece here where you can have the entire bundle, right? So before you go out, you put a pregame, you put a sleep, and you put an electrolyte in here. Throw it into the bottom, and you get your whole package. Maybe in case you're not going to be at your house tonight. I don't know. Maybe. Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen when you go out? Really cool. I love what these guys are doing. I think all the flavors are incredible. And so big fan of what Blue Shift is doing and the pods and the distribution system, and really, really great job. And I know, Marcy, you've been checking this one out as well. What were kind of your first thoughts in seeing Blue Shift and their big night out bundle?
Well, I have to be honest, I cheated a little bit. And it's kind of funny, when this showed up, I kind of chuckled to myself because I had said to Jen, maybe a year and a half ago, I discovered this someplace else. And I said, we've got to order that because, my lights just went out. Okay, that's okay. I said, we've got to order that because I want to do a video on it, because I thought it was so smart how it's got the little base where you can keep all of your supplements and have them on hand all day to be able to use and just shake it up in the bottle. So I loved that element of it. But as I've gotten to know the brand better and learned more about the brand, that is so secondary to how good these supplements are. And they were designed by a gentleman named Paul. I don't know if he's on here now, but he is a dad of 5. He's an avid skier. And unfortunately, tragically, 3 friends of his that were too young to have a heart attack did have a heart attack and pass away. And that was his aha moment, where he said he needs to get really serious about his health. And he started looking at supplements and realizing all of the extra additives, all of the sugar, looking at those, the powdered hydration packs. Those are loaded with sugar. And even just the pills, all of that is just got so many additives in it. And so he said, I'm going to get a blank piece of paper out and redesign supplements from scratch, like have no preconceived notions of what they are now, but what should they be. And so he did so much research. So these are very scientifically backed. They have no added sugar. And I was saying to Greg earlier, I'm loving the electrolyte because I'm not feeling well. It does take, you almost think it has sugar because the flavor is so good, but it doesn't. And so I love knowing his philosophy and designing these so that I can feel good about them. Like even the pregame, when I was looking at why does that work so well, because if you read the reviews, everybody swears by it. You just have that before you go out cocktailing, and the next day you feel pretty fresh and pretty darn good. And when you look at the ingredients, I think that one has got, I know it's got ginger, which is really known to be good for digestion and tummy. It's got the electrolytes in that. It's got milk thistle, which is a liver loving ingredient. So he's really, everything is so thoughtfully done and it really works. Now, the sleep one for me, I've really appreciated this week, but I did something a little different. I don't know if it changed the efficacy of it, but it seemed to work for me. I wanted to have it hot because I'm not feeling good. So before I go to bed, I'll put it in some hot water and just kind of soothe me. And it does have 3 milligrams of melatonin in it, which I do take melatonin every once in a while more when I'm traveling, but not feeling well and wanting to just go to sleep faster. I loved it. And it does give you a more restorative sleep and you don't wake up feeling groggy. So all 3 of these supplements to me are brilliant, and for different reasons, of course, and then just depending on what you're using them for, you can either put all 3 in there, or maybe you want to have electrolytes throughout the day and you put 3 pods of electrolytes. So with the bundle package, you're getting 3 of these bags. Each one of them has 14 in them. So it's, when you look, it might look a little pricey on the surface, but when you break it down, it's less than $1.50 per. And when you look at those electrolyte drinks at the grocery store, those are $3, $4 and up. So I think from a cost perspective, and then knowing that it's just such quality ingredients, this is a real winner. I love it so much.
Yeah, Andrew, one of the guys I've been working with over at Blue Shift, just chimed in that sleep is great served both cold and warm. I just been doing it with, water out of the fridge, in the shaker, put it in, and I love it. Like there's other sleep drinks that even we featured here on Grommet that are in the $3-4 per serving, at the $1.45, $1.50 per serving. I can't tell you how many times I talk to my wife in the morning. I'm like, would you pay $2 right now to fall asleep? And so even if you're not hungover, their sleep formula is great just to make you wake up rejuvenated and feeling good. And we all want that feeling in the morning. And these guys did a great job. They have some incredible additional supplements. Like, maybe you're not a teenager going out for the big night out. But this is obviously, we got Super Bowl coming up. We've got Valentine's Day coming up. We've got some big St. Patrick's Day coming up. So we do have some of these big events where you might be going out and doing a little more partying than normal. But they also have some incredible other products on their website. Again, the cool thing about Grommet is we send you directly to Blue Shift site. Obviously, you're getting the 20% discount on the Big Night Out bundle, but I've really been in love. They have a super multi AM. They have an AM with iron. They have a super multi PM. All of these other products. And again, they all come in these really cool, unique pods. The entire serving that you need is right in here. This is also great, Marcy. You and I both travel a ton. I could just put 3-4 of these for the nights that I'm going to be in there and just throw these in with my bathroom, like toiletry kind of items. And then boom, I'm done. It could also just go in a backpack like for the day. I don't have to take the big tub of powder with me. Like no one wants to bring the big tub of powder with you anywhere you go. So absolutely love what Blue Shift is doing. Again, I told you these guys came very highly recommended to launch on Grommet, and I couldn't be more excited. They're one of the first supplements that we've ever launched. We really stay away from this category. And for us to kind of put our stamp of approval on these guys means a ton. So head to Grommet, give them an upvote, 20% off, takes it from $78 to $62. This is a great deal, great discount that's going to make you feel amazing. Andrew, thank you to you and the entire team over at Blue Shift. You guys have been an absolute pleasure to work with. All right. Moving right along. I'm going to switch the order really quick. So I want to get these guys in the top 4. This one, Marcy and I were talking about this both last week and today, and the top 2 products right now on the top of Grommet's new feed. Like we joke internally, we never know what's going to win. We never know what's going to win product of the week. We guess all the time. And right now, the top 2 products are both pins. Pins as in PIN. Pins as in like something you put on your shirt or on your jacket or on your bag. And the Gray Muse is the one that we are featuring right now here on Grommet Live. And they sent me an entire assortment of these guys. Excuse me. But these guys are so cool. They are brilliantly artistically designed. I'm trying to get some of them focused here on the camera. I got all kinds of different ones here. All of these amazing flowers. So we have their entire floral collection live on Grommet right now. And I just love the little touches when you hear from this. Like I think Marcy was saying, like, these guys have like thousands of reviews on some of the other sites that are out there, like very, very popular, but just like the quality of all the design work that they did, these cool stickers that it came with. So whether you're a pin collector, someone who loves wearing pins like on their jackets, on their blazers. I know my wife's mom, wears blazers all the time and sweaters all the time and has like a nice little pin on there. You can put them on your bags. These are really, really cool. And I think they were saying there's over 70 flower and plant enamel pins. I have that note here. That sounds insane. 70 of these. This is a great gift. I know we got Mother's Day coming up. We have Valentine's Day coming up. $10 to support an artist, to support a maker, to support someone who's doing this, boots on the ground. These are really cool, Mars. I don't think yours came yet. I think we got the shipping notification that you're a day or two behind, but I think you have a couple points that they sent over that we want to touch on here today.
Yeah, well, and I'm so happy that the creator of this, Robina, is on here live with us. So thank you so much for being here. And I had so much fun learning about the Gray Muse. I didn't realize what a huge deal. Like they are almost have a cult following, and it's really she's I hope I say this right, South Asian born, but New Jersey bred. So I thought that was a very interesting combination. And she is a creative herself, but she has a background in mental health. And so she understands firsthand how art, self-expression, and words of affirmation and motivation can have such a powerful impact on people. And so she, in a little corner of her craft room, started her company. I don't know exactly when it started, but she just started it in wanting to kind of spread that thought that just kind words and beautiful colors and can really have an impact on people, and it really spread. And I know that it is, as I said, a cult following among artists and creatives, and I believe their bestseller. It's so cool. I love it. So take time to go to her website and check it out. But she has this color wheel that is so beautiful, and it actually is an interactive spins. And so I know that that's just got a huge fan base. But if you just look at what Greg's showing on the screen right now, they're so stunningly beautiful and handcrafted, and just I totally get it. I've never been a pin person myself, and so when I saw these, I thought, "What? I don't get it. Like, what's the big deal?" And then when I looked closer at them, and I saw the intricacy of them, and I saw how stunning the colors were, and then going on her site and seeing some of the words of affirmation, and I really get how people become collectors and how they really can make a difference in your day. And from a gifting standpoint, if you have life that a brand that is maybe an artist or a creative, I think this is just such a wonderful gift to give. And I do love that the price point makes it so easy to do that. And of course, with the Grommet discount, it makes it even easier. And so, and I know Greg's done a great job talking about upvoting, but I just want to repeat that and reiterate how much that means to our makers when you take the time to upvote. And it is no skin off your back to do that. But it just, when you invent something, I'm an inventor myself, so I totally get this. You put it out there to the world and you don't know what people think, and you wonder and you doubt yourself. The Grommet is such a special platform because it lets makers and inventors put their products out there and actually hear from you and find out what you think. So if you do like something, take the time to upvote it. And then you do get that 20% off. You can either use it or not, and it'll be in your file and you can use it when you're ready. And so you're kind of creating this catalog of all the things you love, and you've got these discounts waiting for you when you're ready. So I just wanted to throw that in because I think it's a really important part of Grommet that I love so much.
A couple little things as I was like going through this is the colors are, and it's so hard to see sometimes on the camera to get it to focus in, but the colors are so bright. They are vibrant. It really looks like a legit flower. The other side is on the back side. There's actually two little, these pin like clamps or clasps that are pin posts for extra security when wearing. That way, you know, if life happens, right? One might fall off, but you still have the extra security of that second one being on here. And this is, we are in that season. Mother's Day, we have Valentine's Day coming up. We have, you know, Galentine's Day coming up. And so there are so many reasons to grab this spring season with all, you know, April showers, bring May flowers. Like, this is something great. Upvote this. $10 makes an incredible gift. Pin post with rubber back. Rubina corrected me there. I'm the pin expert over here, as you can tell. But this is such a cool product. Yeah, and what I love about this, the community that she has, I know she made some posts and been sharing on social. They have 291 upvotes. There'll be over 300 upvotes in just over 24 hours. And so the community, like, sometimes we think sometimes that, you know, it's got to be the cool new tech gadget, or it's got to be this, you know, new AI cool program. Like, great makers, great artists, great entrepreneurs always rise to the top. And it doesn't matter if it's something like a pin that Rubina created, or, you know, really something cool like Say So, or these amazing self bags. That's what I love about Grommet and the Grommet community, is just supporting people who make cool stuff. And Rubina says, I want the whole world to see that pins are amazing. And I think you're doing a great job. You're off to a great start. And I'm glad the Grommet community is coming and showing you some support. So hit that QR code. Amazing giftable item, whether for yourself or someone that you love. Make sure that you check them out. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate it. And that is just over the halfway point. We've gone through 4 really cool products today, which means that it is giveaway time. And I'm going to have to give away, what are we going to give away? I think, like, there's an obvious answer, and then there's the not so obvious answer. And so what I'm actually going to do is I am going to support Rubina and what she is doing, because just like last week, I wanted to give something away that, you know, maybe you're like, I don't know, is that really that cool? I want you to see how cool that it is. And so we're going to give away some of the Gray Muse pins today. And so I think Marcy has the winner over there. This is just something cool. Sometimes it's hard to explain it in words. It's hard for you to see it in real life. So someone's going to get this. When you win this and you get it, please take some photos, tag the Grommet, tag the Gray Muse, and let us know all about it and how much you love it, or if you gifted it to someone. We'd love to hear the story. So, Marcy, take it away. Who is going home with our first prize of the day?
I love that you picked that, Greg. You do have a little soft side to you, don't you? I'm excited about this one because it's actually going to a gentleman, not a lady. So I'm not sure that Tom is going to actually wear the pins, but who knows? Maybe he will. But Tom, we're going to make you look like a hero on Mother's Day or Valentine's Day, or whenever you decide to gift this to somebody else. So the winner is Tom Heddleston. So congratulations, Tom. And our producer, who is not with us today, who we are missing, Jen, she will get in touch with you and hook you up with the Gray Muse and make sure that you get your winning pins. So congratulations.
Congratulations. And I was going to say, if you didn't win, there's still plenty of time to enter. 2 ways to enter. Above Marcy's head, there is a QR code. Hit that, enter your information. That gets you in. And then there is a second way to enter the giveaway, which is join the chat and let us know that you want to win something. Hey, it's Greg, and I want to win a prize. Just let us know. Blow up that chat. What that does, 2 things is, A, Marcy and I, our energy is tied to the chat. It's tied to you guys being here. But secondarily, the more that we interact, the more we comment, the more we like and share, the more people get to see these amazing products. The more that Facebook and YouTube are going to show it to more people, and deserving makers like the guys from Blue Shift, like Rubina, like the folks from Self Bag, they want to get discovered. And the more that you guys interact, the more discovery happens on these platforms. So that's the reason why we want to give you extra bonus entries into this. So very cool.
I'm so glad you said that, Greg, because so many people don't know that, including it. I recently learned about that it really does affect the algorithm, so to speak. So if, you know, and that's what the Grommet is all about, right? It's all about getting these makers seen and giving them a platform to really amplify their story to the world. So if you are here and you are in the chat, give a thumbs up, give a hello, tell us which product you love. Put something in the chat so that Facebook or YouTube or wherever you're chiming in from knows that you're here and that you want to give a shout out to these amazing makers and inventors. So thanks for bringing that up, Greg.
Love it. All right, moving right along. Our next one, I know that it's like, especially since like that time where the world shut down, we won't use words. People have gotten into plants and gardening, and I can tell you that my house is full of plants. My wife is super into this, so she was so excited when these guys launched on Grommet and came into play. It is Plant Warrior, and they have a product called the Root Warrior to strengthen the roots of your plants. I know, ladies, we don't want to kill the plants. We want to keep them strong and living long. You spend your time, your energy, your resources on these plants. And so my wife was gracious enough to allow me to have a planter on live internet TV. It's just like, just don't break it. But this is obviously, it's a planter, but inside of it, you can see we have a Root Warrior in here, and this is the small Root Warrior. There are multiple sizes, so if you have bigger pots, I think Marcy had the whole little like pyramid going on there in a second. We'll bring her back in just a minute. But what you want is you want a pot that's about double the size of the Root Warrior, and you put it in just, in just like a cone, right? Like a traffic cone. You put it in here, you add your soil, you add all the good stuff, your vibes, whatever you do to make your plants grow, add the plant to it. And this is going to help strengthen the roots of your plant. And it also prevents over watering, which is something, my wife is always like, do I water again today? Do I not water today? She's talking to all her friends. They got like group chats about this, about, how much they need to water their plants. And so this helps prevent overwatering the plants and making sure that the roots don't get overwatered, and it will keep your plants alive longer. It is ingenious. It is super cool. And I know for all of you folks that are into planting, into gardening, Root Warrior is something you definitely need to check out. So that's my gardening expertise. That was it. That's all I got on that. So I'm going to let you take it over and maybe share some other pointers about this really, really cool product.
Well, I'm kind of impressed, Greg. And I also have to say, give a shout out to your wife, Jen, because she's always such a trooper that she always tries everything out for us that we're not able to. So thank you, Jen, for doing that. I love that Tanya is here, the inventor of Root Warrior. She's inside the chat, and she just enlightened us to a very important piece of information. And that is that evidently he did not see his shadow. So what does that mean? It's making a rare prediction for an early spring. So you can get a head start on that early spring by picking up your Root Warrior. Now, I was very, very happy when I saw this on Grommet, and then I knew that we got to talk about this because I was one of those that during that time period that we're trying to forget, I did get really into gardening, and I actually love gardening. For me, it's very therapeutic. It's something I look forward to on the weekends. I just love it. However, I am terrible at it. I will admit I do not have a green thumb whatsoever. So any help I can get in terms of keeping my plants alive, I am going to jump on. And as an inventor myself, I'm always excited to go to the website and learn about these inventions that are so clever. So I did spend some time on her website, and I encourage you to do that too, to understand how this works. It is so brilliant. It seems so simple. It's a plastic, looks like a little, in fact, my son Colin and I are going on a cruise to Mexico, and he said, Mom, maybe we can bring these to Mexico as decorations for the sombreros. And I thought that was very cute. But so they seem so simple, but when you go to our website, there's a part that says technology, I think, and it describes how it works. And every little detail on this is there for a reason. There is nothing that is not thought through. And so when you read about every detail, you will learn why this is so brilliant and why it really works. When you read the reviews, you'll see everyone's saying, oh my gosh, this is like a new world for my plants. It actually works. Because what it does on a very basic level is this is slanted at 15 degrees. And she was very methodical about doing that, because what that does is it keeps the soil from getting too compacted. And when the soil isn't compacted, you're able to have air and water flow. So it keeps this perfect balance of air and water for the healthiest, strongest plants you can possibly have. And then this base right here is designed to draw water away from the roots, because what happens, why most plants die, is because they're overwatered. So there's too much water going to the roots, and it's just kind of percolates down and then it sits there. So if you've ever taken a pot apart and you look at the roots and they just look all kind of twisted up and mangled and moldy even. That's why. So this does away with all of that. And so it makes it foolproof for you to create, or not create, but grow very strong, healthy plants. And I know if you're challenged like me, you will appreciate that. I've not gotten to use it yet, but I've read all the technology and I know it's going to work, and I can't wait. And I love that it's for indoor, it's for outdoor, it's for pots. You can use it in ground, you can use it in raised beds. So it's really very multi-use and very smart. And I'm just so excited about it. And Tanya, kudos to you for creating it. I saw on your website that you're also doing some pots that have it built in. Brilliant. So well done again. She's saying she doesn't have a green thumb now. She doesn't have a green thumb either, but she does now. And I'm looking forward to my green thumb.
And as usual, you know that she's going to hook you guys all up with a 20% discount. Takes it from $67.88 to $54.30 for the Plant Warrior. And I know some of you have killed some plants that have added up to well more than $54 in your life, and you would want them back. Make sure that they live all through the spring, summer seasons and keep those plants green. Tanya, thanks so much for being a part of this. I just wanted to say, on the brand side, I get to see some really cool stuff from some of the incredible makers. She has done such a cool job of promoting this and sharing this. She retooled her entire homepage to talk about Grommet. And so I just want to say, from someone who gets to, see this stuff all the time, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. You're who we love supporting and helping. And hopefully you get a nice little boost this week from the Grommet community. They're already over 100 upvotes, 120 upvotes right now, but we need to get this to 150. Let's get it to 200. Let's get it to 300 over the next couple days. And Tanya said, yeah, the discount is actually site-wide, not just on this product. So anything that you see on the site, use that Grommet 20% code, and you're going to get 20% off your order, which is awesome. Yeah, I agree. Great Valentine's Day gift, great Mother's Day gift. That's the cool thing. Save this in your My Votes. Give them an upvote today, and maybe in a couple weeks as you're getting ready for those Mother's Day gifts. This is definitely great. So Tanya, thanks for hanging out with us today. Great job to the Plant Warrior folks. Go and check that out. All right, moving on to something that I was pleasantly excited about. I know the maker's been watching these Grommet lives over the last couple weeks. I don't know if she's here with us today. This one is super cool. It is a smart yoga mat. And I was like, what in the world it makes it smart? Like, why do we need a smart yoga mat? Usually I just watch some YouTube videos and, just, follow along like with what they're doing, or you go to a class. But this thing was really cool. I got to play with it this morning. There's an app that connects. There's this little little widget guy right here that is, actually it's your fingerprint. You put your fingerprint on it and it turns on. You can see it powering up right now. You just put your fingerprint on it for like 2-3 seconds. It powers up. You put this onto the mat. So this actually has the time. It's actually to Central Time. It's at the East Coast time right now. But you put this on the mat and this activates the mat. Then there is an app that you have on your phone. It's this little orange guy here, kind of hard to see with a little bit of the glare, but it's the Tuya Smart app. You come into this and it will start tracking all of the things that you are doing. And so earlier, like this morning, I did, there's like a push-up training. And so I clicked into the push-up training. I had this little guy on the mat and you do the push-ups on the mat and it starts counting as you're doing them. And I was like, oh, there's no way. And so I stopped and paused. And the counter stopped and paused. Then I started doing them again, and it started counting up again. And it starts collecting not just the number of push-ups, but the calories, how long it's taking you to do it. And there's also leaderboards. How are you doing with other people in your age group, in your age bracket? It was super cool. That was just with push-ups. I can't imagine now a whole yoga workout where it's knowing how long you're in certain poses for, if your posture's in the right place. So many cool things that I like about this. And so, yeah, Marcy, you had the cool carrying strap. You had it ready to go. Tell us a little bit about the YUMN Smart Yoga Mat.
Yeah, and they do a lot of really cool products. I spent some time on their website also. And so definitely check out all the products they do. But I got to say, this one is probably the coolest. And first of all, they are known for their yoga mats without the smart element of it. Just the mat itself is very luxe. It is one of the nicest yoga mats I've ever seen. So it is created from a luxury, I think they call it luxury PU leather. It feels very dense. It is completely non-slip. And I know that is a big issue for people that do yoga. I'm not one of them. I will be honest. My daughter is one of them, and she always complains about that. So it does have that non-slip. It's also antimicrobial, and what she was explaining to me is I don't know how this works, but the water, like, it doesn't sweat as much. It doesn't get as wet. I don't know if it's absorbent. I don't know what she means by that, but she really pointed that out as being a big deal. And I think I read that in some of the reviews as well. So when you feel this and you see how dense it is and how, I mean, the cushion element of it. So just the mat itself is crazy good. I love the strap. It's really a cool looking strap and easy to use, but it's that smart element that is going to blow this thing up. And the fact that Greg, I'm so glad you used it, because I didn't have a chance to use it. I did set up the app, which was super easy. The app is free. It comes with it, easy to set up. And then it does monitor and track up to 5 different moves. And so the ones it does now are free training, planks, push-ups, squats, sit-ups, all of that in the one mat. And I love that you do compete with people around the world, I believe, but definitely around the country. It's sort of like, I think of it like kind of a Peloton for yoga mats, because to me, that's what I love about the Peloton is just, it really does drive me knowing that I'm competing, and you've got the leaderboard. So when you get the app, you have the option to log in, to be a part of the leaderboard if you want to. So you don't have to compete with everybody, but you can if you want. So I just think it is so clever. I've never seen anything like it. I can't wait to see. This is a brand new product. So you're getting it here first. And this is one of those, because it is a higher price point, the discount that you're getting on the Grommet is significant. So this is definitely where you would want to pick it up. And I can't wait to hear what everybody thinks of it. I just love that it's so easy to use and that it is going, I mentioned I'm going on a cruise. I may take this with me on a cruise, because it's time for me to get kick my New Year's resolutions into gear at long last. Oh, I think you're muted.
I was gonna say, like, one of the cool things is so many smart things out there today, and people think that I'm like, I know technology, like it's like super easy. I can't get anything to connect with each other, right? Like the lights don't connect, but with it, like instantly, you open the app, it found the mat, like it was the most seamless integration, Bluetooth connection, and it just worked. And I love stuff that just works out of the box, because I know that if my wife got this and if it didn't work like instantly, it'd be gone, right? It'd be going back, it'd be getting returned, and that did not happen here. And so, yeah, Marcy's showing the app off there. Really like what they're doing here. Again, big Grommet discount. The cool thing, this is one of the first launches that they're doing of this product. It takes it from $149 to $119. Huge discount. A little on the pricey end for a yoga mat, but it's that smart technology that I think really pushes it over the edge. Love for you to support these guys. They launched last week, and could definitely use some loving on the vote side. It's something that I'm really excited that we got to show off and share, because one of the cool things about Grommet is there's some products that have been in the market for a little while that need a little bit of love. There's also brand new products that need an outlet to get out into the world. This is one of them. And so, yeah, check these guys out and give them an upvote. And great job. I'm really excited for this one. And Marcy, you'll have to keep us posted on how this one plays out for you if you end up using it.
Marcy, I think after the cruise. But I do love this as a Mother's Day gift. I know it's coming up, and I think moms would really appreciate this. And to me, like I said, the portability of it, that you can take this workout, this kind of intense workout, if you're using the smart element of it, and bring it with you wherever you go. So very cool item.
Super smart. And that brings us to our final item of the day. And again, I had to call on my wife because she's much cooler than I am. We have these really cool terrarium starter kits, and I am going to show off what she made here. So I'm going to go full screen really quick. Look how cool this is. I asked her, I was like, did Ashton just like put Ashton's my 5-year-old, random dinosaurs in here? And she's like, no, it actually came with it in the kit, which is super cute. So couple things to note with this. Grommet, we featured the starter kit. So here's another one that's really cool. In the starter kit, just so everyone's aware, they have all kinds of cool stuff on the site. But in the starter kit, the glass little bowls don't come with it. I think they have options on the site where they do, but my wife picked these up actually at the dollar store, like Five and Below or the dollar store, like something like that, which is super cool. So we picked up 2 of these for $2, and ended up, more than enough stuff in the starter kit to make these. And she still has like half the bag of everything in there. There's these cool little rocks at the bottom that allow like the moisture to go through. And then like these little air plants, or I don't know what they're called because I'm not smart enough to know. These were from our collection as well. And she just put them in there. So it's really like all the decoration and cool stuff to make your terrarium that came in this. And my wife did a fantastic job in putting these together. And so, yeah, Marcy, this is super cute. Again, one of the most giftable items, obviously coming into Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, birthdays, just a really cool spring present. I could also see this being something really cool as like a teacher gift. People are looking for those going into, spring. If you got a preschool or elementary school teacher, these are really cool. Or even sending them into a classroom for like a school science project, something like that. Really, really cool item here that we have at Grommet. Very affordable too. $18 brings it down to $15 with your 20% discount. So great little gift set there.
Great ideas, gift ideas. And on their site, they talk about how these are really popular with events. So, bonding and kind of relationship building and things like that. So yes, that idea about bringing them into a classroom, I think is great. This is another one of those. I love what I do with you, Greg, on the Grommet, because I get to learn so much. I didn't realize what a big deal terrariums are. They are, again, another one of those kind of cult following. These have been around. I think they date back to the 19th century where these started. And they started because they were looking for a way to transport plants that would keep them intact. And then they kind of took on a life of its own. And it's become just this art form and a creative outlet for people. And so people really enjoy creating these different environments inside these glass containers. So you can use any glass container. It doesn't have to be a round, cute little actual terrarium one. It could be a fishbowl. It could be a cylinder. And if you go to their website, you'll see all the different glass bowls that they have available. The starter kit that we're showing today, as Greg said, does not have the glass bowl or the plants, but it has else that you could possibly need to create a really perfect terrarium, just a foolproof, because to me, I'd be a little intimidated to do this. So I appreciated when I got it and I opened it up and I saw all the elements. It's so thoughtful that were put inside. So it comes with this moss. It's forest and reindeer moss. And so it's got all different shades in there. And it comes with the soil that is evidently perfectly balanced soil for a terrarium. And it also has activated charcoal, which helps with drainage from what I understand. And also dispersing the nutrients. And then it comes with, and I'm going to pronounce this probably wrong, vermiculite. Am I saying that right? Does anybody know? And this is natural mineral growing medium. So all of these things help it grow. It also comes with this cute little container of food for the plants. And Greg, you were right. It's called air plants that you're actually putting in the terrarium. And it comes with this brush to just do sort of the detailing of the soil and all of that. And then, yes, it does come with these adorable little dinosaurs that you can kind of place wherever you want. So I think it's such a fun gift. And now reading about and learning about what just a huge trend terrariums are right now. What's happened is they've become a big deal in home decor. So, with the onset of so much modern decor and, people living in smaller spaces in big cities and not able to have gardens, they're bringing that kind of nature indoors and creating these little terrariums as home decor and offsetting sort of that modern look with those terrariums. So I think it's so much fun. And I am going to plant these myself. I'm excited. I'll probably bring it back on here to show you because I'll probably be very impressed with myself because she makes it so easy, or Cute Farms makes it so easy. They give you this little build and care guide. It's just step by step by step, so you know exactly what to do, exactly how to care for them, and then evidently once you start doing terrariums, you don't stop. They just become this kind of addiction of creating newer, better, cuter ones. So super fun.
Yeah, I think love that. These guys did a great job. It's an amazing little starter kit. I could also see it like a girls' night, something like that, where you get the girls together. Maybe you have some say so, probably is a really good idea. You have some margarita tea bags, and you make some terrariums, and really, really cool. Great product here. I love that we got to feature it. Hit that QR code. Yeah, Root Warrior. Like, we had such a cool show today, all over the place.
We need that.
Yeah, exactly. Love it. Go upvote these guys. Takes it from $18.95 to $15.16, and just a great product that we had here to end the show. But the show is not over yet, because Marcy's got to have a sip of her Paloma over there, and then you're ending the show today. You got the final product, and you're going to let us know who is the winner of the last giveaway today.
You have to taste your drink again, because now that it's been sitting in here, the flavor is so good. I love it so much. So taste it again. And with that, I'm probably giving away what it is that I'm going to be giving away, because as you guys all know by now, I am obsessed with my Say So cocktail tea bags. So I am giving away a package of the Paloma Say So cocktail tea bags, and I'm going to pull up the winner here if I can. Where is it? Jen actually just landed in Austin. She went to go visit her daughter at UT, and we have the giveaway winner is Linda Silverthorne. So Linda, congratulations. You got a good one. You are getting Say So cocktails, and Jen will be getting in touch with you and getting your shipping address and connecting you with the gals at Say So. So again, like Greg said, when you get them, when you win these giveaways, we love to hear from you. We want to hear what you think of them. So definitely, if you can post and show what you got, what you won, and tag us, tag the maker, the inventor, that would be fantastic. So that just makes it all the better. So we get to know what you think of the products too.
Love it. Want to end by saying February is a big month. We have 3 more Grommet lives, but you're doing a special series that I want to highlight, because basically twice a week we're going to be coming to you with really, really cool products over the next 30 days or so. So Marcy, give everybody a heads up on what you are doing and what you're spearheading, and why this is so important for makers to jump on board and shoppers to check out.
Yeah. Thank you for saying that, Greg, because I am so over the moon excited about this. And thank you, Grommet, for letting me do it. As many of you know, I am a women inventor myself. I have I run the Women Inventors Club, which is about close to 1,000 women who have basically taken ideas or are in the midst of taking an idea and turning it into a real life product. So this is a real passion project of mine. And given that February is Women Inventors Month, we are doing a whole special lineup of Grommet Live episodes that are going to be devoted to our fabulous female founders that are on the Grommet. So we have reached out to them and let them know that we're doing this, and that we have so many people that are coming wanting to do it. In fact, we just added another show because we have so many, and they're all such amazing products. And so every Tuesday, actually there's one Tuesday because I'm on the cruise that we're not doing, but Tuesday, February 6th, February 13th, February 27th, we are doing a show at night. We thought it'd be fun to kind of mix it up. So we're going to do it at 6 o'clock on the West Coast, 9 o'clock on the East Coast. So grab your Say So, have your pregame before you grab your Say So, or champagne or whatever it is you want, or a mocktail, whatever, and join us, the ladies, for a celebration of women inventors. See 6 women invented products, and I'm going to have some of the women inventors on with me live. So you'll get to see them, hear from them, learn about their stories, ask them questions. It's going to be amazing. I cannot wait for this. And there are so many. I mean, I think Greg told me there's over 100 or 150 female founders, women invented, women owned businesses on Grommet. And so we are celebrating you ladies all during the month of February.
Gonna be a big month. Valentine's Day, women, International Women's Month. We got at least 100 new products launching on Grommet in the month of February. It's going to be insane. We thank you guys for being a part of this. Marcy, I always thank you for doing this with me every single Friday. You guys can find all the replays of this on YouTube. We cut up every single one of these episodes into mini clips. You can find them on YouTube or at the Grommet on the blog. We post these so you guys can check them out and continue to see these over and over and over again. But enjoy your Friday, enjoy your weekend. Go get you some Say So and relax a little this weekend.
And do a little gardening.
So much for watching, and We'll see you guys next week.